Hey, Matt Brown here, and we're going to look at Aneurysm from Incesticide in this one. Okay, so this one's in standard tuning in the key of F sharp. Alright, so the main riff as far as tone goes, at the beginning here you have a clean tone with some chorus on it. So in terms of the chorus pedal he was using the Electro Harmonics polychorus. But regardless, most chorus pedals have the same controls, so you're gonna have a rate, an EQ, and a depth knob, and then probably some sort of effects level or level control. So my effects level is at about 10 o'clock, EQ is at 12 o'clock, the rate is almost all the way up, so it's at, I don't know, 4 o'clock-ish. And then the depth knob is at about 10 o'clock. So that gives you that kind of fast, warbly tone. So as far as the chords go, we have an F sharp power chord, 3 strings. Then a C chord. So 3, 5, 5, 5. And by the way, the F sharp, that was 2, 4, 4. The B chord, we have 2, 4, 4, 4. And then an A chord played with just one finger, so he's just playing the middle 4 strings. Okay, so the rhythm we have, so 1, 2, and on the and of 2, just kind of some open strings as a transition. And then we go to the C chord, and we have 3 and 4 and, so just a down, up on that chord. Alright, then on our B chord, so 1 and 2 and with the transitional strum, and then the A chord, same thing there, and then the 2 strings that you want to hit to go back to the beginning of the riff are your 5th and 6th strings. So slowly you get this. Like so. Alright, so the chorus stays on at this part, and then we get 2 guitar tracks that come in, and they're pretty much doing the same thing. You know, just kind of a double, but there's a little bit of difference, so you get, you know, a contrast with the stereo image. So I'll play this part for you and then explain it. So here it goes. That's basically how it goes. It gets noisy at the end. Okay, so I'll switch back to clean to explain this. So what's going on is you have the warbling kind of effect from the chorus pedal, and you're also doing vibrato with your left hand. So we're going to start with the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. That's an A sharp note. Playing that for 2 measures. I'm going to play a B note for 2 measures, so up a fret from there. The next measure is a C, so 1 more fret. Alright, the next measure is split between 2 notes. We're going to do that slide there, 5 to 6, then 6 to 7. So kind of a similar idea in the next measure. We're going to slide from 8 to 9 and then 9 to 10. Alright, then in the next measure he starts doing 16th notes. So we get 1 E and, so that's 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 2 E and 12 to 13. And at this point, he's not really being precise with the notes he's trying to hit. You know, it's just like an effect. You know, and just making noise, kind of. And then he continues sliding up while kind of muting the strings. So you get like a kind of a sound. So that's it. It's just a chromatic scale going up the string. Pretty easy. All right, so let's take a look at the next part that comes in. So the next part that comes in now it's the main riff, the same thing we played at the beginning. It's played with distortion now, and the chorus is turned off. So you get... Also, too, he's just playing power chords, so not the major chords that are 4 strings, but just 3-string power chords. Okay, alright. Then, next part of the chorus comes back on, and we're going to do the chromatic thing, but it's a little bit different this time. So I'll play it and then explain it for you. You know, something like that. So, like I said, pretty much the same type of deal. Alright, so let's move on and check out what happens next. Okay, so now we're back to a clean sound, and we're going to be playing, well, you're going to want to hold your hand in like a B5 power chord. And so mainly during this part, he's playing the lowest 3 strings. At the end, what he's doing is he's muting the 3rd string, either with his 3rd finger or his pinky, and then leaving the high 2 strings open. So the rhythm you get at first is this. So down, 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 up is basically the rhythm pattern. And the last measure you get... and then back to your distorted channel, and there what you're playing is just a 3-string D5 power chord. So you get this, and then back to the this time around, however, though, the B chord is played half as long, so you get. And then you're back to the D5 chord. So that's what's played during the verse. So the next part up that we have is the chorus. Alright, for the chorus, we're to a dirty tone, and we're back to the key of F sharp. So we're going to have an F sharp power chord, a G sharp at the 4th fret, A5 at the 5th fret, A sharp 5 at the 6th fret, and then B5 at the 7th fret. So it's a fairly chromatic riff. We get this. Okay, slowly. Alright, and one of the guitars here is just doing a slide up to about the 19th fret on beat 4 of every other measure. So something like this. That type of thing. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now we have the second verse, played the same way as the first verse, and then you have the second chorus, played the same way as the first chorus. So at this point in the song, we have mainly just repeated material that I've already covered. So, you know, kind of like the sliding chromatic thing happens, and then, you know, some of the choruses and the main riff again at the end. An interesting thing to point out with the ending of the song is it sounds like when Kurt Cobain was recording this song, he made a mistake and came in too early with the towards the end, and as the this riff is still going, and it sounded good, so they kept it. So a little interesting thing to point out with this song. same kind of thing happened with the song Polly. He came in too early with one of the verses with the vocals, and it just sounded cool, so they kept it. All right, so that is it for Aneurysm. Matt Brown, get a hold of me if you want the transcription of this one, or if you have any questions about how to play this. All right, thanks a lot, guys. See you around.